Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain the people.
You see what Floyd said? I think he might saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight an exhibition.
No exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
I mean, I have to say this, Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O. Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day.
See somebody like Floyd Mayweather, that's the oldest trick in the book, y'all. Y'all know. When y'all see somebody flogging money everywhere, they got this, they got that, they got this. Was it Gervonta Davis? Tank told us 2 years ago that the reason they held Floyd Mayweather, you can put it back on the screen, captain, in Dubai is because he had owed them money. And they wouldn't release him until he announced the fight to give them their money back. You know they do that over there in Dubai, right? You ain't going nowhere if you owe a debt. He was trapped over there for almost 2 months, according to Gervonta. They shared the same manager, Al Layman, who collected money in cash.
And by the way, there's an update right now posted on Inside the Ring show that the camp of Team Pacquiao, which I expected would say that this is a pro fight. That's not the biggest problem that I see right now. It is not. So, if you think about this really, an announcement was made. Pacquiao says it on social media and on interviews. Then suddenly Floyd Mayweather says something different. This is something to be worried.
The boxing world has reached a point of complete frustration, with patience wearing thin after constant uncertainty and shifting plans. Floyd Mayweather Jr. has signaled that he no longer intends to move forward, stepping away from what was expected to be a formally agreed professional rematch, and instead leaning toward an exhibition format. This decision has been widely interpreted as an unwillingness to put his undefeated 50-0 record on the line against the determined Manny Pacquiao for many. This situation goes beyond a fight not happening. It has sparked strong reactions from fans and the broader combat sports community, who see it as a major disappointment and a moment that could impact how his legacy is ultimately viewed.
So go again?
Yeah, first off, May Pacquiao at Sphere. What part did being at the Sphere kind of play in taking that fight?
Well, as of right now, we don't know exactly where the fight is going to be at. We don't know the location of the fight. The Sphere is one of the places that they talked about. So we don't know if it's 100% going to be there. And this is not actually a fight, it's an exhibition.
Okay.
So we're going to do it again, and hopefully we're going to entertain the people.
Right. And as far as that, what's it going to be like fighting him again, like 11 years later now?
It's just, I never really took any abuse, in the sport of boxing. Still extremely healthy, work out every day. And, I got an exhibition with Mike Tyson also, another exhibition in Greece. So if I'm just sitting at home and I'm just working out every day, spending time with my grandson and spending time with my children, I said, why not go out, have a little fun, entertain, and put on some exhibitions? And so that's what I'm doing.
Tensions between the two sides have escalated beyond control, with both camps heading in completely different directions. Manny Pacquiao has taken a firm stand, making it clear he has no interest in participating in what he sees as nothing more than an exhibition-style bout. Instead, he is pushing for a fully sanctioned contest, complete with official judges and a result that will be recorded in their professional history. What makes the situation even more striking is that reports suggest the existing paperwork supports his position.
Manny, by chance, did you see what Floyd said? I think he might saying that he feels it's an exhibition and not a real fight.
Is that what he's feeling? But he signed a real fight.
So it's for sure.
Yes, the contract that we signed is a real fight.
Real fight. Okay. Yeah, because I know he said
I want to fight an exhibition.
no exhibition. It's either real fight or nothing.
Yeah, it's a real fight. Yeah.
Is Spear still in Las Vegas?
That's the contract that he signed. I mean,
Yeah. So it's still happening then.
he has to remember that.
But it's still on. It's still happening.
Oh yeah, we did sign the contract already, so there's no reason why.
Why wouldn't?
Why wouldn't?
Yeah. All right. Look good. You look already in shape. What adjustments do you think you're gonna make for the rematch? Adjustments compared to the first fight.
I have the improved and better strategy or compared to the last one.
I know it's something you've been wanting for a very long time. I know you felt that that first fight wasn't, the best of you, right?
Yeah. This time, no excuse.
According to insiders such as Mike Coppinger, major revelations have come to light. He reported that a formal agreement for a professional fight has already been signed and put into effect. This suggests that the large-scale announcement wasn't based on speculation but on confirmed arrangements. Because of that, the unexpected shift from the other side has created confusion across the boxing world, with many now questioning what strategy or motive might be behind the sudden change.
Max, so Mayweather threw some cold water on any excitement for the fight with Manny Pacquiao in September when last week he did an interview and said that it's not going to be a real fight, it's going to be an exhibition and not necessarily going to be at the Sphere. And Max, that really puzzled me because this wasn't just reporting. Netflix, a multi-billion-dollar company, officially announced that this would be a real fight at the Sphere. So earlier this morning, I spoke to Chaz Mather, who is the CEO of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and he said it is absolutely a real fight. There's a signed contract. Mayweather signed it. It's in there. That it's a real fight that'll count on their records and it's going to be at the Sphere. So I'm not sure what Floyd is talking about. I don't know if Floyd got bad advice, but he's contracted, so it would be a breach if not. I don't see him turning down a major payday over this, but we'll bear watching. And also, I'm told that further to that, Pacquiao has no interest in this if it's not a real fight.
It naturally raises questions about why a high-profile professional bout would be scaled back into an exhibition. Across the sport, many believe hesitation could be a key factor. Analysts such as Max Kellerman have openly shared similar viewpoints, that there's also the reality that comes with age. As a fighter approaches 50, physical performance can change, and maintaining the same level becomes increasingly difficult. One widely discussed perspective is that protecting an undefeated 50-0 record carries significant weight, especially when facing an opponent who remains highly driven and still feels unresolved about their 2015 meeting. That a fully sanctioned fight brings real consequences and risk, while shifting toward an exhibition can be seen as a safer alternative. To many observers, that sudden change raises questions about whether the focus is on preserving a perfect record while still securing a major financial opportunity.
Happened after its expiration date. We will never have the actual answer. You and I might agree, Mayweather was too long, too good a boxer, naturally bigger guy and better defense. But we will never actually know the answer to that question because we never got to see it 5 years earlier. Now, Shady makes the point, Malik, that this is not like Crawford Canelo, and it's not. But it's also not exactly like Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
It's nowhere near
right?
that stuff.
So what is it? What are we? Because Netflix doesn't seem to care if this is more of kind of a carnival or an exhibition, or if it's like the greatest, biggest fight in the world. What they're looking for are eyeballs, right? Where does this fall, Mayweather and Pacquiao, on the most legitimate Crawford Canelo side of the spectrum, or the kind of sideshow Jake Paul, Mike Tyson side of the spectrum?
To piggyback off of what Shady was saying, I actually believe people will feed into it heavy because we're talking about two of the elites of all time. They both are extremely technically sound. They both are known for what they have done in the ring. Obviously, Mayweather got the huge promotion market behind him. So does Pacquiao. I just think it does numbers, and I also would be like a huge fan of it. I think the way how Floyd is looking lately, whether it's in the gym and the way how Pacquiao has been looking in his last fight, I'm I'm really into the fight if they're going to do it again, especially if it's going to be on the best stage in the world, the ring, the Netflix, and the same type of numbers going.
The situation has expanded beyond just the two fighters, as former rivals are now stepping into the spotlight and adding to the tension. Oscar de la Hoya drew major attention with a raw, unfiltered outburst that quickly went viral online. He openly criticized the sudden change in direction, describing it as a weak move. De la Hoya also reflected on his own past experience, claiming he faced a similar situation years ago. He alleged that a retirement announcement was strategically used to avoid honoring a rematch agreement, only for a return to the ring to happen immediately after that obligation had expired.
Yo, what's up, guys? I wasn't going to do a clapback, but all the news on Mayweather, Pacquiao, potentially falling apart. I mean, I have to say this. Mayweather, come on, dude. Fight a real fight. You're still trying to protect your O? Yes, you're 50-0 on paper, but people know you've lost. Shit, your own father said you lost against me back when we fought. And what's crazy is that people don't know that we had a rematch clause for 1 year. And what do? Your pussy ass retires for 1 year and 1 day. Bro, ever since I got beat up by Manny Pacquiao in my last fight, I've wanted to fight every single day, but I couldn't because I wasn't right. Physically, emotionally, I just wasn't right. All that depression, all that shit that I had within my spirit. But now these last 5 years, I've put in the work, man. Woo! I did a lot of work and I feel happy. I feel at peace. And you know what? A man at peace is a dangerous fucking man. I can fucking take on King Kong if I want and beat his ass. Shit, I'll even fight Jake Paul. Let's go.
This sharp and highly public criticism only intensified the situation, amplifying the controversy even further. It has contributed to a growing narrative that portrays a legendary fighter as someone who, over time, has carefully avoided high-risk challenges whenever the conditions didn't fully align in his favor.
People want to know how you beat Manny Pacquiao on the second go-around.
We both winners because it's an exhibition, so we're both winners. I mean, we just want to go out there, entertain the people, and put on a good show.
All of this sudden repositioning has led to an uncomfortable question making rounds in the sports world. Is the fighter known for showcasing extreme wealth actually facing financial pressure? There's growing speculation that his finances could be stretched or tied up in obligations. The quick move toward arranging multiple unusual exhibition bouts has raised eyebrows. Setting up a fight with a kickboxer overseas and even floating the possibility of an exhibition with Mike Tyson doesn't resemble a relaxed return. It gives the impression of urgently securing large payouts. When a retired star begins taking fights across different locations for one-off innings, the narrative starts to shift. Instead of a celebratory comeback, it begins to look like an effort to generate income quickly, leaving many wondering what's really happening behind the scenes.
Going on? Hey, I mean, it's unfortunate that it's come to what it's come to. Obviously, when we first heard about him having a 3-fight deal, we understood why he's having a 3-fight deal. I gave my name to people that he could have fought, that could have helped him if he was in financial crisis and needed to recoup some of that money back. And Manny Pacquiao was one of the names. It's crazy that it's even got to this point. I don't even know what to think about it at this point. Obviously, signing multiple deals and getting in advance and having them pay you ahead of the fight. I mean, like, is that normal? Does that happen?
I mean, Ocho. I've known players that they burn through their money. They take out an advance on next year's salary.
Nah.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. Wait, bring that. Hold on. Time out. Bring that back to me one more time.
I've seen guys. I know guys. I'm never gonna put their business out there. That go through the money that they made in 25. That they got to take an advance out on 26 salary. Yes.
Man, I hope ain't none of this true, man. I know they're pretty much quotes, but I hope Floyd ain't in that predicament, bro.
I hope so too, Joe.
What's unfolding behind the scenes could push this situation beyond the ring and straight into legal territory. Reports indicate that a significant advance tied to the fight purse may have already been received, creating a complicated scenario. From that perspective, the opposing side appears to be drawing a hard line. Either move forward with the officially agreed, fully sanctioned bout or risk serious legal consequences for failing to honor the contract. Accepting payment for a major professional event and then attempting to shift it into an exhibition format could open the door to a breach of agreement, with tensions now reaching a critical level. It's being suggested that legal teams on both sides are preparing for a major dispute if the original terms are not fulfilled.
So number one, as we stand, this fight is not canceled. I know that there were some things spreading around, some boxing news outlets and stuff yesterday. It is not canceled in any way. Floyd Mayweather is in a breach. He is officially in a breach. He's been in a breach since the day he went out and said what he said on Saturday, but he's officially in a breach as of yesterday. He has a cure period. There are certain things that he needs to do, and he has multiple breaches, not just one. So this was never an exhibition. It was never going to be an exhibition. It was never signed as an exhibition. Manny Pacquiao has no interest in doing an exhibition with Floyd. And just for the record, what the public doesn't know, Floyd Mayweather signed not one, not two, but 3 different agreements on 3 different dates with 2 different parties that ultimately got intertwined in the month of January. And this is all related to his return to professional boxing. First one was on October 24th. The second one was on November 6th. Third one was on December 14th. He received money for all 3 agreements when he signed them. Okay. Not only that, he's taken an advance on his purse on this Mayweather-Pacquiao fight. Okay, on his fight against Pacquiao. So there's another lender also that's now involved in this. Okay, so him saying that it's not at the Sphere, him saying that there's no real fight, that's complete bullshit.
Public patience has worn extremely thin, with both media figures and dedicated boxing fans stepping away from the situation. The response has become increasingly loud and critical, reflecting widespread frustration. Experienced journalist Dan Raphael summed up that exhaustion in very strong terms, making it clear how strongly he feels about revisiting their well-known first fight.
But as I said to you in Las Vegas, I'd rather set myself on fire than watch that rematch, because it was, I've said that, I'm not even joking about this, it was the worst experience of my 25 plus year career covering boxing. Absolutely horrible in every sense of the word. The fight stunk, that was the culmination, but everything about it was horrible. I have no interest personally. What I found interesting is that a month and a half ago, there was an announcement that Floyd Mayweather was going to fight Mike Tyson in an exhibition match. So not sure where that fits into the situation. I mean, supposedly they have a signed agreement for that fight pending landing, I guess, some kind of broadcast partner. Whether they've done that or not, I don't know. But, it seems like Floyd, for a guy that's been retired for almost 10 years, is pretty busy. It's just a matter of, do we not have anything fresh in boxing? Is it so pathetic that we have to run back a shitty fight from 12 years ago? I mean, look, Manny looked pretty good when he fought Barrios in July. It wasn't like he looked like an old man. I thought he won the fight, to be quite honest. A lot of people thought he won the fight. Floyd hasn't been in the ring in a real fight, quote unquote real fight, because his final official fight was against Conor McGregor, who was making his pro debut. You got to go back to 2017 for that fight. So we're coming up on a decade since he's been.
Fans are increasingly feeling misled, as repeated changes and unfulfilled expectations create a sense that they are being strung along. The constant shifting of plans has led to growing frustration among the audience. When promotional decisions appear to favor personal branding and financial gain over fair competition, people tend to notice quickly. What once generated excitement after the major announcement has now shifted into strong disappointment, with fans calling for genuine, competitive fights rather than events that feel staged or focused mainly on profit.
What Mayweather and Pacquiao are doing right now, I think you are dramatically overestimating what the size of the audience is going to be. Sure, it'll be 7 figures, because anything on Netflix is 7 figures, because it has 270 million subscribers worldwide. It will be 7 figures, but it won't snip the kind of numbers that those other fights did. And that's a problem, I think, for Netflix. Netflix is in the big number business. They're in the event business. I think if you take away the carrot of this being a real fight, that is going to mitigate, diminish this fight considerably in the eyes of a lot of people, man.
The only carrot here is the fact that Netflix is on board. And if you have a Netflix subscription, you're going to get to watch this for free. My neighbors, my elder league neighbors, they're the ones that actually told me about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. when it happened. They were into that fight. They bought that pay-per-view. You think they're not going to watch the fight if it's free on Netflix with two familiar names? It's going to be a mega success, but it's going to be a terrible fight. It's going to be two geriatric has-been old greats that are just doing it for the money, and we're just watching for the intrigue. That's it.
I would say this. I would say, this is just my opinion. I don't think Netflix knew that Mayweather was going to say that. I think they went into this fight with the belief that it was going to be a real fight. That's what I think. And will this change their opinion of it? I don't know, but I think it definitely diminishes the size of the audience when this fight ultimately happens. However, that's measured. It's gonna do look, the Taylor Serrano fight did what, like 5 million views? Like, that's an incredible number generally, but Netflix looks at a number like that and goes like, that's not really for us, because we can put anything on there and do 5 million views. Anything. They could put a replay of Mora Manfredo on there. It would do 1 million views.
You know what? I've been waiting for the Netflix.
And we're off.
Contender season 1. Come on, Netflix. Contender season 1.
Season 1. Let's go.
Right now, everything feels like it's hanging in the balance, and time is running out fast. This situation goes far beyond a paycheck or a big streaming debut. It's about how a fighter's legacy will ultimately be remembered. The key question is impossible to ignore. Will a binding agreement force a true, high-stakes fight that could put an unblemished record at risk? Or will one of the sport's most skilled defensive minds find a way to avoid that challenge once again? The entire boxing world is watching closely to see whether it's the competitor or the businessman who actually steps into the ring. What's your take on all the recent drama surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.? Do you think he's avoiding the fight? And will the rematch ever happen? Share your thoughts in the comments. That wraps up today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future uploads. Don't forget to drop your opinions below, and we'll see you in the next video.